You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
Today's market news had quite a bit going on, and the Australian share market was right in the middle of it. The ASX 200 finished slightly higher, closing at 8,773 points, thanks mainly to the big miners. Companies like BHP and Rio Tinto climbed more than 3%, riding the wave of stronger copper prices. Smaller copper players like Sandfire Resources and Capstone Copper jumped even higher, showing how much momentum that sector has at the moment. But not everything was rosy. The big banks turned in a mixed performance, with Commonwealth Bank and NAB slipping a little, Westpac gaining ground, and ANZ holding steady. Gold was another standout story, hitting a new record at more than $3.740 an ounce. Investors are clearly still looking to the precious metal as a safe haven, especially when uncertainty hangs over broader markets. And speaking of uncertainty, stockbroker Marcus Padley issued a timely warning. He said he's on guard for a potential market correction, reminding everyone that while the current pause in the bull market might feel like just a breather, it could turn into something nastier if inflation sparks back up. He pointed to the upcoming U.S. inflation data as a key risk, suggesting the herd's mood can shift quickly. And once it does, the market tends to follow. Interest rates were another hot topic. Economists are growing less confident that the Reserve Bank will deliver another cut this year. The reasoning is simple. Inflation is proving stubborn, and the labor market remains tight. Lower interest rates have already fueled stronger property prices, pushing demand ahead of supply, and that's adding even more pressure to Australia's housing market. On the corporate front, Optus remained under scrutiny after its network failure disrupted emergency calls, tragically linked to several fatalities. It has since been revealed that the firewall upgrade that triggered the outage was initiated in Chennai, India. CEO Stephen Rue admitted the mistake and pledged that such failures would not be allowed to happen again. But rating agencies like STI and P Global have warned that Optus now faces not just reputational damage, but also potential penalties, remediation costs, and significant financial obligations tied to its 5G rollout. Zooming out to the global stage, markets elsewhere were mixed. The U.S. indices slipped slightly, with the S&P 500 and Nasdaq both down about 0.3%. Over in Europe, the FTSE managed a small gain, while the Eurostoxx edged lower. Meanwhile, oil prices fell, iron ore stayed flat, and Bitcoin dropped more than 1%. So, to sum it up, Australia's share market held steady today. But, under the surface, there's a cautious mood. Rising property prices, questions over interest rates, and ongoing fallout from Optus are all keeping investors on edge. And globally, the sense is that markets are just waiting for the next big signal, whether that's inflation data out of the US or a new round of central bank moves. Stay subscribed for more videos.